So we went over the circles. We're going to go back to it again. So we have person one in the yellow, and say they're 60% complete. But they decide, hey, I need that other half to feel whole, so we can be one. So they go and they find a significant other, which is, this second one that has all the things they need. She's everything I'm not. She's a great reader. She's a great cook. She's blah, 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 blah. Maybe traditional couples, whatever. Look in the back of the day where it's like, he's the hunter, provider, makes all the money, can protect me, and she's the soft-spoken caregiver, takes care of the kids, whatever. You merge these two together, okay, you got a full circle, right? You're whole. Well, in today's society, what's more than likely to happen? They're going to get divorced. So then you end up two halves, two incomplete people back there on the market that never really worked on themselves. Or would it be better if you had person A, and that's a terrible circle, who, at 18 is 60% full of who they are, knows who they are, and then they decide, hey, I need to go through this period of self-discovery to learn out who I am, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, have some real inward discussions of I don't know how to cook. I need to learn how to cook. I don't know how to drive. I need to learn how to drive. I need to go out and get some work experience and learn how to build things or know how to do stuff and learn how to drive a forklift or, just life experiences that you just learn by doing random jobs. Even if you're a cashier, customer service skills, handling money, stuff like that. So, it ends up couple years. Boom. Okay. All right. Maybe it's only 5%, but that's 5% growth. All right. And then, another couple years go by. You expand on what you've already learned, maybe some other new jobs, maybe some failed relationships, maybe get a dog, maybe something happens, but you know what? You're still growing. So boom, you're there. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe I want to move. Maybe I want to travel. Maybe I want to see another culture. Maybe I want to get outside of the life I've always known, get some different perspectives, again, spirituality, whatever. I want to grow as a person. And then boom, that's a big change. Okay. Then boom. You continue to improve, self-discovery, everything. And then maybe something negative happens to you, a car accident, you got to bounce back, recovery, deal with medications, family members die off, people you relied on, friends, family, whatever. You lose them somehow. You got to learn to really, really stand on your own 2 feet and be your own support system. Okay, that's another big one. Boom. You're growing again. Okay, you're almost like a complete full person. You're dependent. You're emotionally stable. You know how to have a job, keep it. You can also keep other relationships, but yet you're still growing. You're going to concerts you want to go to. You're trying new things out, whatever. And then suddenly, you meet somebody, and they've done the exact same thing. Throughout their life, they've slowly been gaining little bits and pieces of themselves, and now you have 2 full people, or mostly full, because I don't feel like we're ever fully perfect or fully whole, but 2 people that are 95% full, happy with who they are, and they get together. And that's a good relationship, because you shouldn't be 2 halves that have to be put together to make things work. You should be 2 whole, complete people that choose to be together. You're not forced to be together. You don't rely on each other. You choose to be together because it makes a more fulfilling life, or, whatever. Maybe you want kids, whatever. But that is the relationship that you should seek. That's the relationship that you should want. Maybe they push you and they're the one person that helps you get that final 10% to your wholeness or whatever. That's what I believe. I believe there's nothing wrong with being single. I think it's a great chance to discover yourself, your weaknesses, your strengths. I don't have a problem being in a room by myself either, because I like to think about things. I like to challenge myself.